Hello dear students, once again welcome back to the online classes. This is your subject teacher of English from LPM Public School, which is situated in Golabachar, Gorakhpur. Dear student, in my previous video, I have already explained the exercises of chapter number 3, and now the remaining exercises I will explain in my today's video. Okay, so for that, first of all, you all take out your New Jams English book and start the exercises of chapter number 3. Dear student, in my previous video I have already completed the given exercise of page number 27 and 28. So now today's video I am going to explain the next remaining exercises of page number 29. Dear student, we have already completed the exercise A to H in my previous video. So now we are moving to the next video, that is exercise I. So let's do the exercise I. So dear student, what will we do in this given exercise I? So first of all we have to read, and after that we have to solve the given exercise. So in this exercise, circle the countable nouns and underline the uncountable noun in these sentences. Dear student, as we all know that what is countable noun and what is uncountable noun. One more time I am going to repeat what is countable noun and what is uncountable noun. Okay student, so here is the given definition of countable and uncountable nouns. So what is countable nouns? As we all know that noun which can be counted are called countable nouns. Nouns which can be counted are called countable nouns. This can be singular or plural. This can be singular or plural. For example, we can say lion, tree, jungle, okay, etc. Now the next is what is uncountable noun. What is uncountable noun? So noun which cannot be counted. Nouns which cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. So these include things and feelings which cannot be counted. In uncountable noun, we can include things and feelings which cannot be counted. We usually treat them as singular. In countable noun, we will learn that this can be singular or plural, but in uncountable noun, we have learned that we usually treat them as singular. Okay, for example, here are given examples: food, water, pride. Okay student, so these are the example of uncountable noun, okay, which cannot be counted. So now these are the example of these are the definition of countable and uncountable noun. So according to this knowledge, we going to circle the countable nouns and underline the uncountable nouns. Okay, it means we have to circle the given words that we can count and underline the word that we cannot be counted. Okay, so here is the given first sentence. In first sentence, the king and two ministers. Okay student, the king and two ministers. So tell me, what is this given word king and ministers? These are the example of countable noun or uncountable nouns. So king and ministers are countable noun. We can count the number of king and minister. The number of king is given here 1. There is a 1 king and 2 ministers. So we can count it. So student, when we count it, so we can say that it is a example of countable nouns. So for the countable noun, we have to circle the given word. So here in number 1, we have to circle the given word king and ministers. Okay. Now the next, in second sentence, there are books on the shelf that I haven't read. There are books on the shelf that I haven't read. Here is the given word books are an example of plural. Okay, so we can say that it is example of plural nouns and the books can be counted. Okay, so it's example of countable nouns. So we have to circle the given word books, and after that there is a word self. So we also count it. So we have to circle it. Okay student. Now the next is in number 3rd. In number 3rd, Aditi poured some milk into a glass and took an apple from the bowl. Okay, So here is the given word Aditi is a countable noun because Aditi is an example of singular noun. It is a one girl whose name is Aditi. So we have to circle it, and after that the next word milk. So milk is an uncountable noun. We cannot count milk. So it is example of uncountable noun. So we have to underline it. Okay. Now the next, a glass. Here is the number of glass is 1. So we have to circle it, and after that an apple. It means there is only one apple. So we have to circle it. Now the next, from the bowl. It means there is a one bowl, so we have to circle it. Okay, so like this we have to circle the given countable and underline the uncountable nouns. Okay student, now the fourth sentence. There is a fourth sentence. Darpan prefers rice to rotis. So here is the given word. Darpan is a countable noun. Rice is an uncountable noun, so we have to under it, and there is a next, rotis. So roti we can count roti, so we have to circle it. Okay, so like this we have to circle and underline the given countable and uncountable noun. Okay student, now we moving to the next paragraph, next exercise which is given here. So first of all we have to learn about the information about the masculine and feminine genders. What is gender? Do you know about that? What the meaning of gender? Yes, friend, we have already learned about this topic in our previous classes. That is, what is gender? Okay, so one more time we're going to read about the gender. So you have learned about the masculine and feminine genders. Nouns such as cousin and teacher that refer to living things, either male or female, are said to be in the common gender. Here we going to learn about the what is common gender and what is neuter gender. Okay, as we all know that there is a two categories of gender, that is masculine and feminine, and there is one more types of gender, that is neuter gender. So in this given information we have to learn about what is common gender and neuter gender. Okay, gender of nouns, possessive nouns. Okay, so you have learned about the masculine and feminine gender in your previous classes. So nouns such as cousin and teacher that refer to living things. Student, we have already learned about the masculine and feminine. So now there is a next gender, that is common gender and neuter gender. So what is common gender? So the definition of common gender is nouns such as cousin and teachers that refer to living things, either male or female, are said to be in the common gender. These are the cousin, teacher, doctors are the example of common gender. We can refer this word for both male or female. Okay, it means there is a doctor would be male or female, teacher would be male and female both. So we have to use the word, which word we use for male or female person, that we call a common gender. That gender is called common gender, that we prefer for both male and female. Okay, now the next, what is neuter gender? Student, what is neuter gender? So nouns such as tree and piano that refer to non-living things. Okay, in common gender we have learned that dear students, it's very important for you. You must be learned that in common gender the words are referred to be living things, and in a neuter gender words are referred to non-living things. Okay, so there is a noun such as tree and piano that refer to non-living things, neither male or female nor female, are said to be in the neuter gender. Okay, according to the knowledge of common gender and neuter gender, we will do the next exercise, that is given in exercise J. Okay student, so we have learned that there are 4 types of gender. First is masculine, second is feminine, third is common, and fourth is neuter. Okay, in masculine the words that refer to male is called a masculine gender. In feminine we have learned that words that refer to a female, words that are called feminine gender. Okay, and in common gender we have learned that nouns such as cousin and teacher that refer to living things, either male or female. It means the words that refer to both male or female are called common gender. Okay, that are living things are called common gender. But in neuter gender there is a words that refer to non-living things, they are neither male or nor female, are said to be in neuter gender. Okay students, so it's a very most important information for you, you must be remember it. Okay, so now we going to the next, that is exercise J. So in exercise J there is a circle the nouns of the common gender and underline those of the neuter gender. Okay, here we going to solve this given exercises according to the knowledge of common gender and neuter gender. So as we all know that what is common gender and what is neuter gender. So in common gender you all know that we have to circle the words that are referred to living things, either male or female. Okay, and in neuter gender that's word referred to non-living things, neither male or not female. Okay, so in first there is a boxer, gloves, mother, computer and town. So first of all we have to circle the given nouns of the common gender. So here is the given word boxer is example of common gender, so we have to circle it. Okay, now the next gloves is the neuter gender, mother is a feminine gender, so we have only underline and circle the given common gender and neuter gender. So mother is the example of feminine gender, so we can't do anything to this given word mother. Okay, now the next computer is a neuter gender. Okay, because it neither male or not female, it is a non-living things. So now next is town. So we have also underlined it this given word because it is example of neuter gender. Now the next, in second, grandfather, husband, cousin, wood and pain. So grandfather is an example of masculine, husband is also example of masculine, so we can't do anything this given words. Now cousin is a example of common gender, so we have to circle it. Now the wood is example of neuter gender and pain is also example of neuter gender, so we have to underline this given word. Now the next third, in third, boy, girl, teenager, sister, wife. So here's the given word, boy is a example of masculine, girl is example of feminine, teenager is example of common gender, so we have to circle it. Now the next is sister, so sister is example of feminine and wife is also example of feminine, so we can't do anything to this word. Now the next, moving to the next, the fourth is book, princess, duchess, lord and ruler. So given word book is a example of neuter gender, so we have to underline it, and princess is example of feminine, so we can't do anything, duchess, lord, and the given word ruler is a common gender. Okay student, now in number 5, wife, milk, actress, doctor, emperor. So we have to underline the given word milk and circle the given word doctor and emperor. Okay, like this we have to complete this given common gender and neuter gender. Now the next is possessive nouns. What are possessive nouns? Do you know about the possessive nouns? So let's learn about the possessive noun. What is possessive nouns? So possessive nouns are nouns that show possession or ownership. To make the possessive form of singular noun, we use an apostrophe with an s. Okay, for example, a boxer's gloves, a girl's eyes, a lion's roar. Okay, so according to this knowledge we going to solve the given exercise K. In exercise K there is a complete this funny riddles by changing the nouns within the brackets into possessive nouns. So as you all know that we should show the possessive noun by adding the apostrophe s. Okay, so let's do the given exercise. So in number 1, what is an dash favorite medicine? Antibiotics. Okay, antibiotics. So what is an dash favorite medicine? Antibiotics. So here's the given word is and, so we have to write here on the given blanks ants. We have to use the apostrophe s. Okay. Now in second, what is your dash name? I don't know. How won't tell me. So here's the given word in bracket, that is dog, and we have to change this given word dog into possessive nouns. So we will add the apostrophe s. So it will be dogs. Now the third, what is a dash favorite breakfast? Mad marmalade on toast. So here is the given word mermaid. So we have to use apostrophes. So the word will be mermaids. Okay. Now fourth is, why is a dash here is tricky? It uses a honeycomb. So here is the word given in the bracket, that is bee. So it will be bees. Okay. Now in fifth, what is a dash favorite drink? Demonade. So here's the given word in the bracket, that is demon. So it will be demons. Okay. So like this we have to complete this exercise key. Okay, now that's over of exercises of chapter number 3. So dear student, you must be do this all exercises in your book, and after that you have to write one by one this given exercise in your notebook with a good handwriting. Dear student, you have to only write the given exercise of this chapter, that is exercise A, C, D and word meaning of this chapter in your notebook with a good handwriting. Okay, so it's your homework, you must be do it. Okay dear student, so I hope is that clear to you that how could you complete this given exercises in your book and also in your notebook. Okay student, so that's it for today. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy and keep watching my video. Thank you.